You've heard of Shelby. You heard of the 93 Cobra. Yeah, you know about the notchbacks. You know about the hatchbacks. You know about the GTs. You know about the LXs and all that great stuff. But the question is, do you know about a Saleen?
Ness the God.
What's happening, everybody? It is your boy Kid Sean back here with Blue Oval Media, and today I got something different and special for you all. You saw the title. Is the Saleen the forgotten about Foxbody? You know, prior to me meeting this gentleman that I'm about to introduce you all to, I probably never really saw a Saleen in person. And it just so happened that this young man has two of them. So I'm going to introduce you all to this great guy who has helped me tremendously in my car for the last 4 years, Mr. Orlando Perez. Put your hands together for him if you're at home. This is Orlando, all right? And he is the owner of this Saleen that you see right here. He's also the owner of this Saleen that you see right here. And he just recently got this one, and this one is the camera will not even show you how clean this thing really is, but he just picked this one up and he put a little bit work into it, restored it, did a few more things, and so I'm gonna have him tell you a little bit about both of these cars and what he knows about them. All right, Orlando. So tell us about the Saleens, man. Like, what's the years, the everything about them, the black one, the white one. Tell us a little bit about them.
The black one's an 89. It's 89-639. And I bought that car like 3 years ago. It needed some work. I bought it in Kentucky. Drove the car home. I found it Easter Sunday for sale. The next day, my friend actually drove me down there and picked up the car, drove it home. It needed a lot of little things. I mean, up close you can see the car. It's got bruises. It's been repainted a couple times. Small things like the bumper is an OEM. But I've always wanted one. I'm 29 years old now. When I was 16, 17, my first car was a 91 5.0 5-speed coupe. And that's, I guess, what started it all for me. I hated them. Like, I was not a Ford guy. But my brother convinced me to get one because that was what he wanted. So I got the car, and I was always on Corral. Corral.net was like the place to be for me. I remember sitting in class, like instead of doing assignments on my computer, I was on Corral. And I would see these Saleens, and I always thought they were like the coolest looking cars, but I never thought that I would have one. So when I saw this for sale, I had to get it. It was super cheap. And I mean, it was cheap because it needed a few things. And I started messing around with a few things on the car. The decals were missing. All of the interior is there. The seats are a little rough. It had 130 something thousand miles when I bought it. I think I'm at like almost 160. It came from California, from Palmdale. It's never seen snow or salt. I did daily drive it my last year in college, except for the winter. I had a beater for that. But I mean, the car's been super reliable, and I love it. I've autocrossed the car. I've done everything with it.
So tell us a little bit about what's under this hood here.
So when I got the car, it was mostly like this. The battery was already relocated. It had a blower on it, so you could see that somebody cut out the inner fender well a little bit. I didn't do that. It's got a 93 Cobra intake manifold. Whoever previously had the car thought it was a good idea to take the strut bar off. That's specific for these cars, but they decided to just cut it off the firewall.
Got it.
I left it like that because finding one isn't that easy. That's definitely something I want to do, and I want to get rid of that intake manifold. I have a tubular GT40 intake manifold to put on the car, but that's it. It's got gears, exhaust, just the typical.
Just typical.
Yeah. It's got the 0304 Mach 1 brake calipers, same as the Cobra. It just doesn't say Cobra. And in the rear, it still has the Saleen rear disc conversion out of the Lincoln Mark 7.
The Lincoln Mark 7, my first car, and technically my first Foxbody.
So it might look like the wheels stick out a little bit, and they do, but they stick out because of that rear disc conversion. There's no spacers, they're just regular 18 by 9 inch wheels.
Got it. Now, for you all that don't know, we call this guy Mr. Foxbody, as he has more Mustangs than probably the dealership. But we featured one of his cars on the channel before, but we're not going to get into that today. So tell us about the white one. What year is it and all the details about it?
The white one's 88. It's number 275. I've always wanted a white one with white wheels and blue decals. That I always thought was the flashiest, ugliest, most obnoxious color combination. And I actually found the car through a friend that I was trying to sell him a Mustang. He also buys and sells Fox bodies. And we kept in touch. We stayed friends on Facebook. And he posted a picture of the car when he found it. It was sitting in some guy's garage since I think 93 or 94. I have the old license plate in the car, I'll show you. But yeah, it hadn't been touched since then. It needed a lot of maintenance. And my friend bought it, and I kept in touch with him, trying to buy it off of him. And I think like within a week or two, I was able to come up with a deal with him, and I bought the car. It needed a lot. Pretty much every maintenance item that you can imagine from a car sitting for close to 30 years, 25 years. But I got the car running, driving, it runs great. It's completely stock, other than mufflers that I changed just because the old mufflers were starting to rust from the weep holes. But it's completely untouched. It still has the 1988 spark plug wires on the car, the silencer on the airbox, everything's still on it.
Wow. What's under the hood here?
So this car it looks pretty much exactly how I got it. There's a few things that have been changed. You can see somebody decided to take a rattle can to the strut bar. That needs to be removed, stripped. I'm just gonna end up getting that powder coated black to look factory. Everything else from the spark plug wires, they're still original. It has a Motorsports oil cap, but that's really it. Somebody had that like dealer or aftermarket undercoating on the car. I hate undercoat, so that's gonna have to be removed soon.
Got it.
I have the Daniel Carpenter replacement battery terminals, because they look hideous, but the ones that were on it were trashed. Other than that, it's completely original. It still has the silencer in the airbox. I did do the heater core, so like those clamps aren't the original Ford ones, but everything that needed to be updated on the car, spark plugs, I had to do it. So
I love it.
That's pretty much it.
I love it. Let's start them up, man, and see what they sound like.
Yeah. I feel like I should, because I know somebody's gonna say something. They don't have tailpipes. This car doesn't have tailpipes at the moment because this winter, if not in the springtime, the motor's coming out. So just to make it a little bit easier on me, I never put them back in when I reinforce the torque boxes. I actually have a motor off Ken that's going in the car, the motor off his notchback. It burns a lot of oil. It runs great, but I'm putting just as much oil in it as I am gas. Wow. So I'm finally done with that. And this car doesn't have tailpipes because the mufflers I replaced, I kept the factory tailpipes. I just have to polish them and have them welded back on the car. Because I can't have aftermarket stuff on this car. I need the factory tailpipes. So that's gonna go back on that.
Love it. Love it. So you heard the disclaimer before you kill us in the comments, okay? Yeah, that's amazing. That sounds great. Y'all know it won't be a video if I don't say that's amazing. Another saved Foxbody. Yeah, this one is not as this one's more quiet.
Yeah.
But man, it's clean, man.
everything that I've been removing off the car. Like the spark plug wires, but this is what I was saying earlier that was on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it had a ton of old school stuff on the car, and everything I just saved.
Love it. I think the thing that's great about this is that, you know, a lot of times you all want to see, you know, custom cars and cars with shiny engine bays and things of that nature, but this man just saved 2 Foxbodies. I was gonna have him go over the history with Saleen and all the controversy or whatever, but we don't have to do that on today. I just wanted you all to get a glimpse of 2 saved Foxbodies that are Saleens. And so I appreciate Orlando, because Orlando has probably the most knowledge about Foxbodies of anybody that I know personally. And so with that, it's very key. So he has 3 Foxbodies. He has another Saleen, a newer one. What year is the other one?
I have a 2000 Saleen.
The 2000 Saleen, and his car list is crazy. Let's just put it like that. But bottom line is that I just wanted to kind of show you all, like, everybody's Foxbody is not going to look the same, and you can have different looks. And so, man, I'm just a big, you know, I love all 4s, but you know, Foxbodies is my heart, as it was the car that I came up with when I was younger. And so that's the deal. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched this video. If you like Fords, F-150s, Mustangs, Foxbodies, just good Ford content, do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below about what you think about the Saleens. Is it the forgotten about Foxbody? It's your boy Kenneth Sean with Blue Over Media, and I am out.